Hi, I'm Emma Kairos, the Editor-in-Chief for Lavos.
Hi, I'm Andrea Saldana. I am the Managing Editor for Lavos News. We are recapping the student forum that was hosted by the Anza Student Body Government February 16th in the Student Council chambers.
The senior administration that was in attendance today contained Pam Gray, who is the Vice President of Administration Services, Jennifer Mahato, who is the Director of College Operations, Vice President of Student Services, Rob Maceo, and President Lloyd Holmes.
President Lloyd Holmes opened the meeting by presenting the draft of the current Measure G plan. He explained the 10 different options for the services for students and arts relocation, as well as the funding breakdown. The Measure G bond granted $898 million to the district, which grants each campus $175 million. Of this $175 million, proposed changes are a new student services building, new community event center, infrastructure, and affordable housing plans.
The last cycle was heavily influenced by a lot of student input with regards to student services and how difficult and challenging it was to find them. We want to make it a gateway for everyone to come in and find exactly what they need right away.
Although no final decisions have been made, the senior administration is currently leaning towards their last option, which was called Option J, which would demolish the Art Squad, relocating those students to the L Quad and relocating current L Quad students. After President Holmes' 30-minute presentation, student representatives asked senior administration questions in regards to Measure G and raised questions on how these decisions would personally impact them and the programs they're enrolled in. The administration took these questions and comments into consideration.
What you're doing feels as though you're displacing people without taking into consideration the emotional impact of that and only taking in the financial impact.
As students, we'd like you to consider, instead of an event center, have the new space be a creative arts center in light of the fact that there is no budget for a new creative arts quarter at this time. And we believe this because Measure G bond funding is meant to support students at the college. A community event center would not seem to be putting students first. Have you guys considered that?
I certainly will take that information back. I mean, I hear you loud and clear.
Rather than catering to the NIMBYs of Cupertino by putting in a new event center, and that's really the bottom line there, build a one-floor convention space, event center, whatever the hell you want to call it, build affordable housing on top of it in the footprint of the Flint. Use the rest of the money that's saved from not building an entire event center to build a new arts or new student services. And I know no decisions have been made, but prioritizations have been made. And if you're really going to prioritize instruction, the arts should be at the top of the list.
The district applied for 2 grants, one for Foothill and one for De Anza, for a feasibility study on housing on campus. The 2 feasibility studies on each campus are going to look at how exactly what it says. How feasible is it to build housing? Where is it feasible to build housing? What are the costs associated with building housing?
We've got to be very clear about the fact that the bond dollars can be used to build the facility or to purchase a facility, but you cannot use bond dollars to operate the facility.
It doesn't have to be either or. If we look at this plan that again is just being developed, it's been said over and over again, the arts areas will be getting a better facility. Even though we can't put up a new building, where they're gonna go will be much better than where they are today. So it's not about just, it's all about our students. The art, we need the arts, we need the services. It's all about serving our students in all of these areas. So how can we make that happen with the limited resources that we have?
Decisions are still pending, and senior administration is conducting feasibility studies regarding the event center. Next Thursday, February 23rd, there will be a Foothill De Anza Community College Open District meeting to gather input.